Hey, what's up everyone? Hope you're all doing well and staying warm these past couple of days in this wintry weather we've been having. It's really been on and off for this hot and cold lately. One day it's spring, the next day it's winter again. Really doesn't make sense at all. But anyways, I wanted to do something a little bit different today and finally shoot my EDC gear video that I've been really trying to get to the past couple of months. But anyways, this isn't going to be a watch video, though I am wearing a watch today. I am wearing my Baltony Retro chronograph on a metal bracelet. This has the Seiko VK64 movement. Really fun one. I haven't worn it enough. It's always sitting in the box and I probably should be wearing it. But yeah, I had got that a while ago. I'll link that down below. I'm not going to put specs because we're going to be talking about this today. But yeah, I'm currently saving up for my next one. Hopefully that'll be by year end, so stay tuned. So why EDC? I think it's important that we all carry some sort of multi-tool, maybe like a cutting instrument, possibly even, a pair of pliers. Obviously, your wallet, because that's where all your cash is going to be, unless you guys are, you got your credit cards attached to your phone and all that, Apple Pay, tap and go kind of thing. I personally like having a wallet just because, I know where my cash is, I know where my cards are, and everything's, all organized and stuff. Starting off with the wallet, this is the Dango S1 Stealth wallet. This is a rather minimalist wallet. I used to have a really chunky wallet, like about that thick, and then, sitting on it, you get back pains and all that stuff, so it's been a huge pain with that. So I wound up swapping over to something a little bit more minimal, and this has been with me for about a year already, and I love this thing. This thing is awesome. You have this little key loop here, so you can attach, a little carabiner to it if you want to, attach keys to it or something like that. But this wallet is nice because it's made out of a really good material, very durable. Dango's been around for quite some time, so I'll link them down below too, so shout out to you guys. But yeah, part of that wallet, it's nice because it has a window where you can put your license, any IDs that you can just show really quickly. And then within this little sleeve here, you can fit about 3 cards comfortably. On the back here, this is a nice little spot or a little port where you can put a key. Maybe it's for a locker or something like that. And then behind that is another slot where you can fit about 6 more cards in there, maybe 5 or so. I took all my IDs out, don't want y'all stalking me. But yeah, it's really comfortable, and you can even slip some cash. What I like to do is I like to fold up, say like, a nice $100 bill, slip it into this little window here, and then I would have, say, like an ID cover that. I actually have an ID somewhere. Let me just grab it so I can show you. Yeah, I do have a card. So I will show you that really quickly. But yeah, what I like to do is I like to fold up a bill. It can be like $100, 100, whatever. Something simple, maybe even like a 50. Slip it down here, and then what's nice is that you can take the card and it will cover the money. So you have your license, whatever ID covering that spot. So a really cool one. And then this was a little addition that I decided to buy as well. This is their plastic pen holder. That's actually in the shape of a credit card. And it has this nylon loop attached to it, and it says Dango on it. And then attached to that is just my Fisher Space pen. I love pens. I have no idea why, but I've had this for about 2-3 years already. As you can see, it's kind of like corroded. The paint's kind of chipping off, but yeah, it's a lovely pen. It's nice because it's compact, also because it's matte black. I've really been enjoying matte black. Oddly enough, my favorite color is white, but all my gear is like, black or red. And then here, again, you can fit some more cards, IDs, anything like that. I think you just have like insurance in there or something. And then this card fits snugly within here. And then it's nice because now you have a wallet with a pen. So if you're out to dinner with, your significant other, just pull out that check and pull out that card, sign it real quick, and then boom, good to go. Back of the pants. Next, I have 2 pens. I actually have a whole collection of pens. I carry a different pen to work every single day just because I like to feel fancy. But these are just standard rollerball pens, and I got them pretty cheap off AliExpress, and they really do the job. I love having these. I always have it in my left pocket. My wallet's always in my left pocket as well, and then this pouch, which we'll get into shortly, is mostly in my right pocket. But yeah, so I always like to carry a couple pens, at least full-length pens, because this one sometimes it's not a pain, but it's a very compact size. This is like my ultimate emergency backup pen. If the world totally ran out of like ink cartridges or pens or anything like that, at least I have this. So, but yeah, this always resides in this here. I really use it. And it's funny because I do have another ballpoint pen that's a bullet pen too, as I'm dropping stuff left and right. But I have one in chrome, or this, stainless steel polished as well. This one I keep at home just because, my girlfriend bought this for me on Christmas 2 years back, so this one always just kind of chills at home in my desk. Okay, cool. So we covered pens, writing instruments. Really important to have something like that so you can actually write your notes and any kind of thoughts you have. I'm gonna put these off to the side. So wallet, check. Keep your money safe. Any kind of digital payments, credit cards, good to have something like this. And it's very slim too. You don't notice this in your pocket. Next to that, this is my Leatherman style PS. This thing is awesome. Funny and oddly enough, I haven't actually used this yet either, because this also just lives in that pouch too. So you have your standard set of pliers here, and this is nice because I think this is TSA compliant. This has no blade attached to it at all, though it does have a pair of scissors. But yeah, so you got a pair of pliers here. You kind of have like a little carabiner with a bottle opener. So this little part here. Cool enough too, they make a 3D part where you can slip into here, and then you can put little screwdriver bits. I don't have that because I have another multi-tool for that, but this may be a 2-part video, just saying. So this is just currently what lives in my pockets at the moment. What lives in my backpack, those are 2-3 other pouches that I'll show. So stay tuned for part 2 because I'll be filming it today as well. So yeah, your standard set of pliers here on the side. I can remember how to open this thing. That just goes to show you I really don't use this a lot. You have a pair of scissors. These are really great scissors. Though I know some people do have some issues with the spring. It has broken on some people. Just don't go nuts cutting like, bamboo or something. And then on the side over here, you have a nail file. And then I guess you can kind of consider this as like a flathead screwdriver. I mean, I wouldn't really trust it just because maybe the torque might bend this, because this is a really thin piece of metal here. So yeah, don't do that. Just file your nails with it. And then the last little addition to this is a pair of tweezers. So these are kind of helpful. I haven't had to use them. I rather use more of a standard set of tweezers. These are kind of compact and mini, but that just lives in this little spot right here. So yeah, that is the Leatherman style PS. You can get this for like 50 bucks, I think, off Amazon. I'll link all these products down below too, so that way you guys have access to them, and then you guys can check them out for yourself. Cool. So next, iPhones have a great flashlight, but I think having another flashlight with decent lumens and all that is way better. This is my Mini Coast PX22. I don't know why, but I really love this red ring here. It really complements the Dango S1. But this is nice because this is, I believe, a AAA battery. Flashlight, yeah, so it's a AAA. Real quick, pop that in, and then you can twist this on and off. And again, it's nice because it has a pocket clip, so that attaches to stuff. And then this has 2 modes. So you have like a really bright, and then kind of like the middle mode. Probably hard to tell. Oh, so this is the low mode, and this is the high mode here. So this is always good to have because, again, iPhones, I just see them as communication devices as well as cameras and all that, note taking. But in terms of flashlights, it's really not that bright. So having something like this for a little bit of a darker area, really important to have. And it's nice again because also compact. So this is another little mini pouch that I had bought off AliExpress. This just is a bifold, so it opens up. Here I have just some like paper clips, as well as actually one paper clip and one little safety pin, because you never know if you have to like reset something. Maybe you have to pull like a SIM card or something, make little holes, whatever like that. Behind there is another slot, so I have guitar picks in here. I play guitar, I've been playing for 13 years. I never know when you're gonna have to play a gig, so it's always good to have. It's an emergency. And then behind that I have an alcohol wipe as well as some band-aids, because if you get paper cuts, say like you're out or whatever and you're screwed, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have my backpack, how am I gonna wrap this paper cut up? Or if you get like thorns stuck in you on a run, I don't know, I'm just coming with random situations. Behind that I just have some Advil, painkillers and all that. And then what's nice again is that PX22 fits perfectly snug in here. See that? Really, really nice. And then my Leatherman style, open this up, and this fits perfectly behind here. So you already have 2 things that you can really, MacGyver, if you say so. You have your multi-tool, you got a flashlight, and then you got your money. So this lives, sorry, right pocket, left pocket. And then I'll show you what else I added to this little pouch, but this is very, very handy and convenient. Next to that, I have like this little pill case. Because if you get headaches on the road, or if you get headaches, somewhere where you don't have access to like, a little bottle of pills or medication, I keep that in here, and I have a little key ring to it. So you open it up, and then you can fit about maybe like four pills in here. So right now I have actually 2 Tylenols as well as 2 little Benadryls, in case you have an allergic reaction or something like that, or you have a really bad headache and whatnot. And then it fits nicely in here. And I think it's important, having medication on the go. It's important to keep in mind, because you don't want to be in pain all day. If you're out, working, if you're out traveling with, friends, family, it's always good to have something like that. And then it's nice because it twists. It's airtight. Also, I think it's waterproof too, because there is a little O-ring on the back of this cap here, and I think they give you 2 replacements. So if you see that here, yeah, there is a little O-ring. So it's good. And then, this just screws back into place. You have your medication, your little vial, and then that lives in this pouch too. So I can just slip it right into there. And then the key ring can either stick out, or I have it folded. Key ring I just have so I can pull it out really quickly. I don't really have to like, open it just to access it. So if I do have a headache, just pull it, kind of like a grenade. So yeah. And then you can just slip it back in after. So, and that's good to go. Last thing that lives in this little pouch is this little razor I have here. This is what is this? I got this off AliExpress. I got a lot of stuff off AliExpress. I think it's just much cheaper to have stuff. But yeah, this is just, a little box cutter, a little razor that you can replace and whatnot. Stainless steel, which is good. So it's not going to corrode. It's not going to, no paint's going to chip off. And then the blades are standard. So just standard box cutter blades. And then what's nice is that it has like a little thing where you can loosen nuts and all that. And then it's got like a ruler. Never had to use the ruler. I think this is a bottle opener too. Oh yeah, it is a bottle opener. It shows you right here that it's for bottles. So that's pretty cool. And you just push this little thing down, move it up, and then you got a box cutter ready to go. And then that lives right in the front. So you have this nice little pouch. You have medication. You have a little cutting instrument. You have a lighting tool. You have band-aids. You have headache medicine. And then you have paperclip and that little safety pin. So, oh, and guitar picks if you're a rock star. So yeah, so these two, really, really convenient. They have come in handy multiple times. If I'm in a really dark area, just whip out the flashlight. If I need to cut a box, I either use one of my knives, which I'll go over next, or I just use the box cutter. And then this has definitely come in handy, this little thing here. I think it's important I carry some kind of headache medicine or any painkillers and whatnot. So yeah, so I'll leave those off to the side here. Lastly, at least for part 1 of this video, is going to be my 2 knives that I carry, on the fly, on the daily. This is my Civivi Brazen. I don't know why, but I've been really falling in love with this black G10 scale on any of these knives. Any knives that I find with black G10 scales, I just gush over. But yeah, Civivi, really, really awesome company. If you guys know the Baby Banter, I will actually be featuring the Baby Banter in part 2. But yeah, this is just a Tonto here with a thumb stud as well as a, what's this called? Tab flipper. I like using thumb studs. I don't know why. It's just cool. So it's matte black, it's stone washed. I think this is D2 steel. I totally forgot the specs. Right now, my mind is totally not on specs, but yeah, it's nice, and it's also got a deep pocket carry clip, which is in fact reversible, so you can reverse it. So you can thumb flick it like this. You can also use the flipper tab, and then you can also spidey flick it. Surprisingly, it is a little bit heavy on the D10, but once you get used to it, you get used to it. And then because I love Tonto so much, I had to pick this one up too. This is my most recent pickup. This is the Kaiser Big Lighter Mini. This is such a fun knife. Oh my gosh. I was going for a, what's it called? The tab flipper here, and there's no tab flipper. But yeah, this one only has a thumb stud. Really, really cool knife. I love this knife. Kaiser really did an amazing job with this one. And again, it's got that black G10 scale. The texture is awesome on it. It's also got the logo of who designed this, but the blade material itself is V34 58 RN5 steel. I think I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't have the specs up right now, but I'll link this down below. This one currently right now is $55, so it's pretty cheap. Honestly, there's some really low reviews based off where the thumb stud is, so it's got like a 3.8 on Amazon. But for me, I can easily open it with no problem. You know, the detent's not too strong, and then if you guys see this too, I just press it, and then it starts to come down very, very quickly. So yeah, it's not that bad as people make it sound. I would get one of these before they do sell out. They are very cool. I am looking at another Tonto right now from Civivi, which is also in black too. I don't know why, I like the matte black. But yeah, so these two knives I carry a lot. Because I'm in a work environment where it calls for more business casual type clothing, I'm definitely not gonna bring this bad boy to work because this will probably get me fired. This is more so like, weekend getaway carry and all that. And then this one here is just, like a backup. And then this one's actually my primary when I'm at work because it's a small, quick little blade, do some cutting around the office, opening some packages and whatnot. So yeah, this concludes part 1 of my EDC review. I'm going to be doing more of an EDC gear as to what lives in my backpack. So I think you guys will enjoy that. So stick around for part 2 as this has been 17 minutes already. So yeah, I will see you in the next part. Be sure to click, subscribe, follow. I'll link my stuff down below, but yes, I'll conclude in the second video. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.